So the next question that we can work on is to reverse a stack, put the reverse value back in the same stack. You can use only one other stack and a temp variable. So what the question wants us to do is like, this is over stack, and you want to reverse it, and eventually you want to it like this. And here is another stack you can use, and then also a temp variable that you can use. So here we said we can only use stack. So this should be stack as well, and this is stack. So how can we reverse this? Only use one stack and one temp variable. So the things we could do is, as we say, if we use stack, we can use the push and the pop method. If we pop this one, we could first save it in our temporary variable and put it into here. So, and then we empty our original stack and push the rest value into this temp array here. Once we save one in temp and push this here, then this step value gonna be 2, 3, 4. And then we push this one back. So this is in right location now. So right now we need to move this stack to here again, which is and save the temp at 2 because it's the second value that we want to put it into right location. So this array here become the empty array, and then again we move them back. It's gonna be 3, 4, and I put the 2 back here. And with the same idea, we put 4, pop 4 out, and push 3 back, and put 4 back. So this is how we solve this problem based on the requirement in this question. So next, let's write a code to solve this problem. So here we're gonna create method. It's called reverse stack, and this is a method which is a function. So here we can name a variable which is a temp array, which is array, and var temp, which just over temp. So how can we solve this problem here? We got this so we're gonna write two function here, which is kind of like function programming, which is temp array push, and it's a function temp array push, which is a function, so it's gonna be So where this star length is larger than element length. So what's the element length here? Is this the one we don't want to move because they're already in the right location? So in here we need to define a variable element length here, and at the beginning the length is 0. So this is default value. If this larger than this, then we're gonna push this value to here, which is temp array dot push and this dot pop. So once we done this, so this is how we write over var array push. And another method is a temp array pop. We want to pop the value to here. It's also a function. And so here it's how we pop this. It's where temp array dot length is larger than 1. We can this dot push temp array dot pop. So what this function gonna do? It's pop this value into our original stack, and for the last element we're gonna save it into a temp variable. Why we want to save it a temp variable? Because this is the value that we're gonna play with to move it into the right location in our original stack. And then the next thing we're gonna do once we go to temp, and then we're gonna save it here. And here is something that I'm missing here. So here, once we poop them out, we can use this dot push temp. And okay, I see. So the temp is equal to this dot pop. So once we clear this, we push this temp. So element length gonna equal to this dot length here. So yeah, we got the first of a temp variable. Then we're gonna run array push if it's larger than the so here default over element length is 0, so we push all of them into array and save this temp back. and get the element length. The next step, we're gonna pop them back and go over temp variable again. So here, our first step we're gonna do is a temp array push. What this push gonna do is push the value into original temp. And then we're gonna write a where condition here, which is temp array $length and temp array pop temp array push. So here we're gonna apply this. Make sure we are pointing to the right context or object, and then eventually we're gonna return this. So this is how I solve this problem. Like I write two functions here and one recursion while loop here. So the first function here is you push your original stack into temporary stack. And then the second step is you pop your temporary array, pop the value out, and the last value save it to temp, because this is the last value that you can play with to put them into the right place. And then the next step, once the pop So this is how I solve this problem.